Lilith. The Legend of the First Woman. Book 2. By Ada Langworthy Collier. Soft stealing through the shade, and skirting swift, the walls of paradise, through night's dark rift, Lilith fled far, nor stopped lest deadly snare, or peril by the wayside lurked. The air grew chill. Loud beat her heart, as through the wind, echoed, unseen, pursuing feet, behind. Adown the pathway of the mist she passed, and reached a weird, strange land at last. When morning flecked the dappled sky with red, and odors sweet from waking flowers were shed, Lilith beheld a plain, outstretching wide, with distant mountains seemed. Afar, a silvery tide, the blue shore kissed. And in that tropic glow, dim islands shone, palm-fringed, and low. In nearer space, like scarlet arrows flew, strange birds, or 'mong the reedy fens, or through tall trees of unknown leafage, glancing, went. Now Lilith seaward passed, and stooping, bent her hollowed hand above the wave, and quaffed, for she was spent with wanderings wide. Loud laughed she then, beholding on that silent shore, rare shells, that still faint in their pink lips bore, wild ocean songs, and precious stones, that bright, that dim sea's marge, deep in the land of night, thick strewed. Then glad, she lifted shining eyes, loud crying there, O Lilith, now arise, great Queen triumphant. See how wildly fair, before me lies my realm. And from its air, soft, sensuous, new life as ruddy wine, my spirit drinks. Nor beauty so divine, hath Eden's self. Look, where upon the sands, the garish mosses spread with dainty hands, like goblet network fine, each fairy frond. And dusky trees, shut in broad fields beyond, and hang long trembling garlands, age-grown grey, from topmost boughs adown, athwart the day, and sweet amid these wilds, bright dewy bells, ring summer chimes. And soft in fragrant dells, 'mong tender leaves, great spikes of scarlet flaunt, about the pools the errant wild bees haunt, and thick with bramble blooms pink petals starred, and dew-stained buds of blue, the velvet sward. Scarce ripple stirred the sea, and inland wend, far bays and sedgy ponds, and rolling rivers bend. A land of leaf and fruitage in the glow, of palest glamours steeped. And far and low, great purple isles, and further still a rim, of sunset-tinted hills, that softly dim, shine against the day. O world, new-found, she said, with treasures heaped and odors rare, 'mong flowers shed, for whose dear sake I came o'er flinty ways, and paths with danger fraught, 'mong brambly sprays, with bleeding feet, and shoulders thorn-pierced deep. But perils past, fade fast. And I will weep, my Eden lost no more. And sweet and low, as one who dreams, she said, for now I know, these mountain heights, these level plains, are mine. She ceased, and inland quickly turned. Fair shine, strange fruits thick set, or blossoms lightly tossed, low at my feet. Therewith, a dusk globe, crossed, with golden bands, from bent boughs, stripped she. Through the gleaming sphere its nectarous juices drew. And thirsting cried, as one grown drunken, mine, these fruits unknown, in thorny combs that shine, or grey-green spikes that glow, dull on the sands. Fain would I pluck, outreaching eager hands, save that a marvel grows of ruddier rind, outflinging fruity breath upon the wind, beneath harsh spines half hid. Nor drains, my wilful spouse such nectars fine. Nor gains, his patient cares the fruitage rare, these plains, that heaps unheeded. Nay, nor bearded grains, golding this goodly land, where Lilith reigns. So passed the glad years on, and o'er her home, its woods and mountains, its clear streams to roam, she loved. The inmost throb of nature's heart, she felt amid the grass. Each daintiest part, of nature's work she knew, each gain, each loss. And reverent watched on high the starry cross, gleaming, mute symbol in that southern dome, of one the promised one of days to come. The rifted seashell on the shingly beach, she scanned, pitying each inmate gone. Each, named Mong beetling crags, the seabird's home, light-footed, went. Or, idly, in the foam, under the cocoa palms, her fingers dipped, much marveling to see where featly slipped, beneath the waves scaled creatures, crimson-dyed, or luminous, barred yellow, purple-pied, rose-tinted, opaline, or dight with stain, rich as the rainbow streaks, when through the rain, the sun's kiss falls. Much wondered she when bright, by sedgy pools, flamingos stalked. And light, the startled ostrich bent his headlong flight, o'er desert bare. And on the woody height, trooped zebras, velvet brown. The date's green crest, beneath, the peaceful camels lay at rest. And slender straight camelopards the boughs, down drew, the lush green leaves thereon to browse. Or oft mong oozy bogs, or through the fens, fearless she went, when lo, mong reedy dens, the watercourses by, huge creatures slept, or in the jungles spotted panthers crept, and in the thickets deadly serpents wound, like blossomed wreaths, their coils upon the ground. All forms of life she saw, with tenderest care, uplifting humblest sprays, or blooms most rare. Pierced the deep heart of nature's subtlest law, touched highest knowledge, probed the inmost core of hidden things. She tracked each circling world, and the wide sweep of billows lightly curled. Each page the master rich she read, close furled, in lotus blooms, or, mong the storm clouds whirled, or traced, star-lettered, on the flaming scroll, the night unwinds toward the southern pole. And sometimes whiling idle days, she wove, in quaint device, gems from her treasure trove, rare garlanded, or set in flashing zone, soft emerald, sapphire pale, and many a stone, out-gleaming amethyst. Her yellow hair, among the glinting diamonds shone. And there, the sultry topaz burned. And laughing, twined, she round her bare white throat red rubies shrined in pearls. Or she among the haunts would rove, that sheltered island birds, or in the grove. Or mong the rocky cliffs, where dainty nests, they fashioned swift. She scaled the seaward crests, and on the sands piled turtle eggs, when all about horse shrieked the waterfowl or call of plovers fell among the tangled glens, or lonely bitterns boom came o'er the fens. So traversed she her realm, when mangoes green, baobabs by, showed freshest hues and sheen, of silver touched acacias slight, and lone, the solitary aloes, dreamed. The moan of that far sea against the shore break soft. And through that blossom-burdened land as oft, she roamed and far, sweet sped the passing days. Till one dawned fairest, in whose noontide haze, sweet slumbering she lay, and dream steeped still, half conscious, caught the tinkle of a rill, in far-off paradise. More silver clear, across her thoughts, as once she loved to hear, rippled the waters, low against the stones, where poised gemmed dragonflies, and sudden moans, shook mong blue flags. Waked, vague unrest, and tender yearning rose within her breast, and longing love, that she ne'er more might still. When late upon her parting day smiled chill, pensive she gazed upon the darkling land, with lingering feet overpast the shining strand, and silent sat on an overhanging ledge, the sea overlooking. Far the horizon's edge, athwart her gaze a rim of blue hills cleft, whereat she sighed. So rose, ere I them left, so smiled, the dim hills round my Eden home. But I wherefore recall, when far I roam, dreams vanished gone. And now since long time dead, is that fair past, I fain would lay it low, where soft about its memories sweet may blow, as summer winds the fallen leaves among. Then past her tender thoughts, and loud and glad, as our morn wakens, strong that yesternight slept sad, she sang. The song triumphant upward swelled, unsorrowed by soft dreams or thoughts of eld, as fresh the full, free, mellow notes did rise, as the blithe skylark's strain, anear the skies, high, high, bold eagle, soar, I watch thy flight, above thy cragged rock. Below thee, torrents roar, down bursting wild with angry shock, upon the vales. O proud bird, free, my spirit, mounting, follows thee, still follows thee, still follows thee. O sea so wide, far roll thy waves ere yet they find thy shore. I hear thy sullen tide break 'neath the beetling cliffs with muffled roar. Afar, afar, O moaning sea, my roving soul still follows thee, still follows thee, still follows thee. O whirlwind black, O strong, thy scorching breath fierce burns the crouching land, and thou dost sweep along the ravelled clouds. O whirlwind, see my spirit rising, follows thee, still follows thee, still follows thee. Nay, nay, my dauntless soul, still higher than thy wing, O eagle, soars, and wider still than roll thy waves, and further than thy shores, my spirit flees. O sea, no more it follows thee. Whirlwind, more strong than thou, my soul, that fearless leaps to thine embrace, and thy stern, wrinkled brow, doth tender touch and soothingly. And vassal art thou still to me, that no more, whirlwind, follows thee. Swift changed her mood, and darkened in her face. As sometimes in an open, sunny place, the sudden dusks o'er crinkling waters run, so fell her thoughts to music. And as one that grieves, she sang. That lay soft, weirdly clear, the babbling waves made murmurous pause to hear. Fair land, she sang, O sun-steeped realm of mine, the sun, thy lover, of his farewell kiss. I only pine, while dim stars shine. Strong is thy day god, yet his parting kiss falls soft upon thy faltering lips. O land, thou'st a bliss I ever miss. Fast comes the night, and warm, for thy dear sake, the shadows curtain dusk, thy lonely rest. I only wake, my plaint to make. Fair land, my lover cold, doth careless take, from my shut lips his flight. Here leaves me lone, my moan to make, my heart to break. She ceased, but still the song did float and fade, as failing sunshine soft, in woodland glade. And Lilith, listening, heard so wild, so shrill, yet dreamlike, far, again that tinkling rill, in paradise. And o'er her spirit swept a sadness bittersweet, as 'neath the green palms crept the wind, low sighing, faint. As from lone nest, a bird torn pinion lifts, striving to soar, to shelter safe, so, Eden ward once more, turned Lilith's drooping thoughts. Uprose she then, and brooding, homeward slowly went again. Thanks for watching the channel. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Or if you would like to support the channel, please visit the link in the description to visit our Patreon page. Like the pictures in the video. Visit the link in the description to see more. Thanks again for watching.